Alright, yes, I already know right away all the negative responses I'm going to get for this video. People are going to say, you don't get it. This show, it wasn't made for misogynistic men like you. And this show, is a empowerment to all women. And it's funny, and it's for everybody. And you gotta be a true Marvel fan to get what this show is doing. I gotta say, all that's is a crock of shit. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, is a horrible television show. Just horrible. And it's actually very damaging. It's damaging for men and women. It has horrible messages for it. These are terrible characters. And it does something that no show spinoff should do. It shits on the legacy characters. It brings in new characters and says, hey, these characters are better than the characters we spent our time with all these movies and shows. This is what this fucking show did. This main character, fucking Jennifer, She-Hulk, played by Tatiana Maslany, who I have praised, as everyone knows I really enjoyed Orphan Black as a show. It's a good show. She is dreadfully unlikable in this show. Absolutely unlikable. And this show is cringy, and I would even say pretty harmful, honestly. I got to watch the first 4 episodes of the show early. I watched them a little bit ago. I just been trying to digest the show. I rewatched, because now the first episode is now on Disney Plus. I rewatched it to see if maybe there's something I missed. No, this show is horrible, just horrible. And I know I was trying to be like, oh, Ally McBeal meets Deadpool. That's a terrible idea. The fun thing is that the show does focus a little bit on the law. It's Attorney at Law. But the show writers even admitted they didn't even know how to write a proper law show, so I don't even know what the fuck they were even thinking making this show. But the very first episode is a huge problem. It's such a huge problem. This fucking main character is so unlikable. And this entire show is unlikable. It makes every man in this show unlikable or just stupid. Like, every guy in the law firm she works at is an asshole. They tell her to smile more and stuff. And every woman is very kind and likable. They're there for her. And then when she gets into an accident, when she's with Bruce Banner, she turns into She-Hulk because of, his blood transfers to her. Okay. And of course, when she becomes She-Hulk, she's better than Bruce in every way, shape, or form. She's a better Hulk. She learns to control herself much better than Bruce. It took Bruce like a decade to learn how to control himself and become a better Hulk and a better man and control the rage within inside. But no, she learns it in like a day because she's better and perfect. That is literally the definition of a Mary Sue, and I know everyone hates that word, and I know a lot of people are going to get like, oh, you're sexist. I'm like, no. There's plenty of great female characters, even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, Black Widow is a great character. Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy, Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, all really, really good characters. She-Hulk probably could have been a better character, but honestly, I don't even like the comic books of She-Hulk. I don't even think they're really that good. But I gave the show a chance for Tatiana Maslany because I like her as an actress. My God, the show almost made me not like her as an actress because she's just so dreadful in this show and so unlikable and just she's not pleasant to watch. There's literally a whole scene where she explains to her cousin Bruce that she gets catcalled and she gets mansplained, so that means she is suffered more than Bruce and he will never understand that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Bruce Banner has suffered more than she has. And I know it's not meant to be like a contest, but she made it a contest. She's like, I control my anger all the time. That's why I can do it better than you. I'm like, Bruce had a much rougher life. He was hated by the public. When she becomes She-Hulk, the public loves her. When he became the Hulk, the public feared and hated him. He was chased by the military for years. His father killed his mother. He couldn't be with Betty, the woman he loved. He lost another woman he loved in Natasha Romanoff. He was stuck on an alien planet for 2 years as Hulk and not Bruce Banner. And when he became Bruce Banner, he had no memory of what the fuck just happened. He almost got his arm melted off in Endgame, and he saved the entire world by putting the glove on and bringing everyone back from the snap. Yeah, he did all of that. What did she do? I don't know. She, guys tell her to smile, so she suffered a lot. More than Bruce. She even says in the show that she's better than Bruce. She's like, I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you, I'm stronger than you. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to like this fucking character? What an egotistical bitch. And I get it. Like, everyone's going to be like, well, Tony Stark was egotistical. I'm like, Tony Stark had flaws, though. And he changed very quickly. And people called him out on his bullshit. See, with this character, everyone's like, yes, men are bad. Men are awful. Tony was a womanizer, and he was an asshole. And people called him an asshole. And people called him to tell him to stop doing it. People didn't like what Tony Stark did. And he changed real quick when he was put in a horrible situation, when he was trapped by these terrorists. And they put the fucking thing, the palladium in him. He changed real quick. That's called arc, a character arc. But again, even when he was that jackass, egotistical guy, people called him out on his shit. But no one calls her out. No one calls this chick out. They're like, you're right. Men are awful. Men are terrible. Like, it was horrible. And again, when Bruce is training her, and she's like doing it perfectly, like just amazingly. Like, she's doing it all better. She's learning better and quicker. Literally the definition of a Mary Sue. And Hulk, a man who like stopped an alien with one punch in the first Avengers movie. He punches a big, huge robotic alien once, and it fucking falls right over. He grabbed Loki, a god, a actual god, and flinged him around like he was a ragdoll. That's how fucking badass Hulk was. He went toe-to-toe with Thor in Thor Ragnarok. He's fought in gods and aliens. But She-Hulk, a girl who just got her powers, she goes toe-to-toe with him just fine, and she hits him with a jeep, and he flies like 1,000,000 feet. I'm like, wait, what? Why did they make the Hulk a bitch and weaker? He can go toe-to-toe with gods and alien robots, but if you hit him with a jeep, my god, he's down for the count. Like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. It's a horrible show. This is a horrible show. And then they bring in fucking Tim Roth as the Abomination. And they make him like this jokey doofus. I'm like, what? It's not even the same character. It's not even Abomination anymore. This is not Abomination. Abomination was never this jokey, never this doofus-like, never this stupid. Like, he was a straight psychopath, and all he cared about was power. He was a military man, and he acted like a military man. I'm like, this is not the same character. These aren't the characters. They're completely changed. Like, this is not Bruce Banner. This is not Abomination. These are not them. Like, even Wong. Like, what the fuck did they do with him? Like, he's also just a doofus in this movie. Every male character from the previous films, whether it's Abomination, Bruce Banner, or Wong, they're all like doofuses, idiots, or weaklings. They need Jennifer to come save them. She-Hulk to the rescue. She's better and perfect because she's a woman. And the reason I call this show damaging is because it's teaching women a horrible messaging. Like, yeah, you're better than men. And if a guy like asks you to smile, that is an attack, and that's the worst thing to ever happen to you. I'm like, what are you teaching young girls? And what are you teaching young boys? Young boys are going to watch this and be like, yeah, listen to all of you. You're all worse than every woman in the world. Like, these are horrible life lessons to teach children, because children are going to be watching. This is a comic book show. Kids are going to be watching this. This is horrible for young girls and young boys. You should not be teaching them this, that men are these horrible, bad people. And you can't teach women that they're all victims. Women can be very powerful. And they shouldn't have this attitude. Like, I get it. Like, men should treat women with respect. 100%. 100%. And do I think, like, catcalling is a bad thing? Like, yeah, men shouldn't do that. But, like, women should not be, like, feeling attacked if a man tells her to smile or something. Yes, a man probably shouldn't tell her that, but, like, that's not being attacked. And, again, women shouldn't watch this show and try to feel, like egotistical and try to, like, this is not what women empowerment is. Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Furiosa from Mad Max, Sarah Connor, Ellen Ripley, those are badass female characters, and that's women empowerment done properly. Absolutely done properly. This is a whole new level of just crap. I thought Captain Marvel was terrible, and I thought that was a horrible, horrible character, and that's a terrible role model for women. This is even worse. This is disgusting to watch. Absolutely disgusting. I would never show any of my future kids this television show. Like, if I'm going to show them Marvel stuff, I'd show them, like, Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. Nebula, Gamora, Black Widow, great female characters for young girls to look up to. This is a very bitter woman who hates men and thinks everything should just be given to her and that she's better and smarter than everybody. No one should look up to a hero like that. Think they're just better than everybody and, you know, just be given everything. That's a disgusting hero. This is such an unlikable, distasteful show. I fucking hated it. I watched the first 4 episodes. I got to see them early. They're awful episodes. Like, it turns more into, like, an Ally McBeal sort of law show. Like, her helping kind of, like, more, like, superpowered people and stuff. Every, like, villain of the week kind of thing. Stupid. It's dumb. They completely shit on a lot of characters. Haven't really gotten to, like, the Daredevil stuff yet, but they're probably going to shit on him, too. He's probably going to be a shittier lawyer than her because he's a man. But this entire show is unlikable. I don't think people should watch it. I think it's very harmful. But again, some people might watch it and just think it's a fun, goofy show. Don't take it too seriously. You know what? Fair enough, I guess. Like, sure, why not? It's a good, mindless laugh, but I think the messaging of the show is not good. And I would never recommend this show to anybody. I think this is a whole new low for, like, Marvel and for all the Marvel shows and stuff. This is easily the worst show, and I'm not even done it. I don't think I can watch any more of it. I really can't. A show should at least hook you in the first couple episodes. This show didn't. It's not funny. Comedy is subjective. Obviously, some people might find some things funny. This show didn't make me laugh at all. It just made me cringe. It's a cringy, stupid show, and I can't recommend it. And I know people will be like, "Well, you're just a man" and stuff. I'm like, well, sure, if you want to use that argument, fine. But this show is not good. I can't recommend it. But hey, that's just my opinion.